that there would come a time in which the enemy would build an encampment around us, or an entrenchment around us, and that there would be great slaughter.
Where are they taking us? That's a question that needs to be asked. They're demonstrating that they can take us over a bridge. Where are we going?
We're not about to be politically correct or compromise our biblical and moral values, okay, for the sake of getting along. Okay, that's a trick in itself. That's a satanic tool in itself.
And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper, and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. And through his policy also he shall cause pride to prosper in his hands. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
There is subterfuge. Their activities are subversive. They're cloaked for a reason. Their science is there for the operation of magicians.
Examine the matter today and further look into the end game of this thing to determine the real purpose of these inventions. Now, before we go into the actual scriptures on this topic, what are they preparing for?
Red and blue make purple, another sodomite color. Bond. That's one of the key functions of ritual sodomy, to create a bond of loyalty and for the protection of the sodomizer in their organization.
At the 2012 Grammys, Nicki Minaj had a mock exorcism performed on her and later claimed that she did it to prove that the demon that possesses her, which she claims is sexually perverted and calls Roman, is too powerful to be cast out.
Roman is a crazy boy who lives in me. Who lives in me, and he says the things that I don't want to say. He was born, just a few months ago. I think he was born out of rage. He was conceived in rage, so he bashes everyone. He threatens to beat people, and he's violent.
I just want to read this real quick in 2 Thessalonians 2, because usually when we go into these types of topics, it sounds to many people conspiratorial, and many people will come to the conclusion that there is no agenda against either us or the children.
Went down there the first day that we went down there, flesh went crazy. The lightning crackled and the golden aspiration came down, and crazy seen it, and I seen it, and that day Flesh lost his fucking mind. But he got it back. You know what I mean? Motherfucking with me right now. You know what I mean? It's steady as we roll. I'm trying to time travel to make sure nobody hurt Jesus. But
Incredibly, at the 2014 VMAs, the stage was actually set up in the form of 666, the biblical number of the Antichrist.
And they're shooting stuff into children. Don't tell me they care about children. They're ramping their program up. Why? Because the truth is being revealed, and they, according to the Bible, are being exposed. They're being exposed, folks. So let's first set the picture here. We're going to set it up there. We're going to set it up. We're going to first discuss how do the Most High feel about the children. And I'm going to let you know what they've been doing against the children for years is religious, and it has its roots in ancient Babylonian child sacrifice.
Roman is...
He wants to be blamed. I don't want to blame him. I ask him to leave, but he can't. He's here for a reason. People have brought him out. People conjured him up. Now he won't leave.
They've always done this, but they've used CPS, Child Protective Services, all these little so-called philanthropist type of deals, philanthropist types of organizations to make you believe that they were for you. Foster care and all that, when really these were mechanisms set up to get children for religious sacrifices. and to totally destroy the mind of the children so that that child can grow up to be a weapon used against the righteous within everyday society. Satanic cells placed amongst the population, destroyed psychologically by the government.
Anytime you throw your weight behind a political party that controls 2/3 of the government, and that party can't keep the promise that it made to you during election time, and you're dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party, you're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race.
Freedom. I have the freedom to kill you.
But they were acknowledging that they do practice the black arts. Now, the proof of that is the video symmetry that CERN put out themselves, and also the Gotthard Tunnel. Now, the Gotthard Tunnel, just to kind of put a bow around this is a tunnel, 100 kilometers from CERN. But the symbol is what we want to focus on of the tunnel itself, because it represents, in quantum computing, what is known as quantum tunneling.
Okay, this is people in high Masonic seats that are operating as what you would call pawns in Satan's game. That's just one level. But Paul was speaking of a different level here when you go into the Greek. Read.
Against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Against spiritual wickedness in high places. A lot.
And it's so deep to the point where, are you really looking at women? Are these women that you're looking at? Or are they really men in disguise?
All your alphabet soups to spy on you, to track your every purchase, track your every move, track your every sale, track everything that you do.
So they know if there's something you think is the Lord.
Khan, Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12.
Go ahead.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
We wrestle not against flesh and blood. Read.
But against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
So flesh and blood is what you and I have. So Paul said we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but what?
But against principalities.
Against principalities.
Against powers.
Against powers.
Against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
His spinning through space and time is allegorical. His life has been impacted in such a way that he has no more anchor to the past. He's lost his connection to reality because his memory can no longer be trusted.
The day, see, luminaries can zip around the earth 7 times in 1 second. Then the luminaries, if anything is sitting on the earth that can claim themselves, then they are human and they can be killed. That's what the cult don't understand, because they ain't never been with Christ.
They have us distracted and focusing on just things on a political level or the entertainment level. When I say the they, these are they that are operating from the flesh and blood standpoint. Yes.
Salakia, 2 Peter 2 and 1.
Read it.
But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies.
Damnable heresies.
Even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. And many shall follow their pernicious ways.
Many shall follow their pernicious ways.
And by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of.
So eventually the truth by these would be evil spoken of.
If you bring Christ to your cult, anything you kill shall die for eternity. And that's what people don't understand. That's why Christ came, and he came good.
A lot of you don't even ask the question, what is the true mission for Freemasonry? What is their objective? Why are they setting up cornerstones and foundations all over the earth to bring forth a one world order? Whose order? Where did they get the plan from? Where did they get the blueprint?
You're allowing child abuse. You're allowing child abuse. You're allowing child abuse. is